Good evening. The Dolores County Broadcasting Network presents the DCTV 4-H Evening News Program for Wednesday, March 1st, 2017. Our camera people tonight are Nick and Devlin. Video engineer and producer is Dan. Sound engineer, Edward. Prompter and teleprompter is Myra. With news anchor Brendan and meteorologist Daniel. This is your news director now, Edward, saying it's now the news.
Good afternoon and welcome to the DCTV 4-H News and Weather Program. Help keep our kids' news show on air on becoming a sponsor. To buy a sponsorship, just call 970-677-4119. Hello, I am Brendan and the following stories from the Cortez Journal. American-made Montuous motorcycles join Vincent, Stable, and Dolores. Modus motorcycles, based in Brigham, Alabama, officers held high sport, turning models into that combine performance with user-friendly maintenance. The bike's versatility and unique engine caught the eye of Sam Mangaro, who recently added the Four Corners Modus dealership to his Vincent Works motorcycle shop located on the hill west of Dolores. Modus is designed by riders, built by riders for riders, he said. The are hand-built, not mass-produced. Inspired by the American auto industry, Modus Baby Block V4 engine generates up to 180 horsepower and is built like a small block Chevy cut in half. Other engine components come from Cadillac and Corvette, and parts including alternators and oil filters can be replaced at your local auto parts store. The Modus design is by Pratt and Miller of Michigan. They built it with proven parts that you can buy off the shelf, so it is really reliable. Managaro said it is made for riders who maintain their own bikes and bike shop that can work on it. While Modus targets a deep pocket market, buyers get a lot of value, he said. The Modus MSTR 180 horsepower is priced at $36,975. At the Modus MST 165 horsepower is priced at $30,975. The all-in-one bike offers comfortable turning and high-performance sport and race riding, a rare combination, Monagaro said. This story is from the Durango Herald. Inspection finds several defenses at Hesperus ski area. During an unannounced inspection in February, the Colorado Passenger Tramway Safety Board identified 20 deficiencies at Hesperus ski area, with it is expected to remain closed until mid-March to address the Four Corners. Inspectors found problems with sign displays, record-keeping, general maintenance, and insufficient training of employees. According to a 5-page inspection report that Hesperus ski area provided this week to the Durango Herald. The surprise annual inspection was done February 20th and February 21st. Hesperus ski area voluntarily closed February 21st to address lift maintenance, including replacing chair clips, and said spokesmanship Kim Oler. Chair clips, translation, and carrier to the haul rope and must be tested annually. Safety is the #1 priority at the ski area, so Hesperus officials decided to close the resort in order to address those items and ordered new replacement clips. Euler wrote in an email to the Herald, all of the chair clips that require testing will be tested, and the ski area will remain closed until such tests are completed, and any clips are replaced if necessary. She added Hesperus officials recognize that the ski area is extremely important to the community and are working diligently to get the ski area open again soon. Hesperus officials are working closely with the Colorado Passenger Tramway Board to address the concerns outlined in the inspection report. The following story is from the internet about dumb criminals. Jacob Cox Brown, Oregon teen, posts Facebook status about drunk driving, gets arrested. If there's a surefire way to get caught for committing an offense these days, it's airing the details on social media. Jacob Cox Brown, an 18-year-old from Oregon, learned that lesson on New Year's Day when the police showed up at his door after they were alerted to a Facebook post he wrote about driving drunk. KGW.com reports, to whoever's vehicle I hit, I am sorry, with a little smiley face. The status updated read, according to the news outlet. Police said the teen's apparent Facebook confession wasn't sufficient evidence for a drunk driving charge. Instead, Cox Brown was charged with 2 counts of failing to perform the duties of a driver. KGW.com reports. In September, a woman posted an LOL status update in reference to her alleged involvement in a drunk driving accident. According to ABC, a judge who was reported not too happy about the post sentenced her to 2 days in jail. Similarly, in 2011, a man who reported stole items from Washington Post journalist Mark Fisher posted a picture of himself on Facebook wearing one of the missing items and holding up cash. The suspect had used Fisher's son's laptop to take the picture and post the image to the teen's Facebook account, advertising his actions to 400 teenagers. I've seen a lot, but this is the most stupid criminal I've ever seen, Officer Kyle Rowe told Fisher at the time. This story is from Science News. Newly identified continent Zealand faces a battle for recognition. Lurking beneath New Zealand is a long-hidden continent called Zealand, geologists say, but since nobody is in charge of officially designing a new continent individually, scientists will immediately have to judge for themselves. A team of geologists pitches the scientific case for the new continent in the March-April issue of GSA Today, arguing that Zealand is a continuous expanse of continental crust covering around 4.9 million square kilometers. That's about the size of Indian subcontinent. Unlikely the other mostly dry continents, around 94% of Zealand hides beneath the ocean. Only New Zealand, New Caledonia, a few small islands peak above the waves. If we could pull the plug on the world's oceans, it would be quite clear that Zealand stands out about 3,000 meters above the surrounding ocean crust, says study co-author Nick Mortimer, a geologist at GNS Science in Dutch New Zealand. If it wasn't for the ocean level a long time ago, we'd have to recognize Zealand for what it was, a continent. The landmass faces an uphill battle for continent status through unlike planets and slices of time, no international panel exists to officially rubber stamp a new continent. The current number of continents is already vague, usually given as 6 or 7, with geologists referring to Europe and Asia. Collectively as Eurasia, proponents will just have to start using the term Zelina and hope it catches on, Morminer says. Now here is Daniel Faulkner with Dumb Laws and the Weather.
Dumb laws in Nevada. It is illegal to drive a camel on the highway. It is legal to hang someone for shooting your dog on your property. In Elko, everyone walking the streets is required to wear a mask. In Reno, it is illegal to lie down on the sidewalk. Benches may not be placed in the middle of any street. Now for dumb laws in New Hampshire. You may not tap your feet, nod your head, or in any way keep time to the music in a tavern, restaurant, or cafe. You cannot sell the clothes you are wearing to pay off a gambling debt. It is considered an offense to check into a hotel under an assumed name. It is illegal to pick seaweed up off the beach. Any cattle that crosses state roads must be fitted with a device to gather its feces. You may not run machinery on Sundays. And now for our current weather report. The current temperature is 31 degrees. The high for today was 31 degrees. And the low was 8 degrees. Winds are from 1 to 4 miles per hour from the northwest. The barometric pressure is 30.58 inches and is falling. The humidity is at 56%, and there's been 407 inches of moisture measured by the DCTV weather station for today. Moisture for the month is 407 inches. Now here's our national weather outlook with the big map. Yeah, there you go. Okay, there is some snow from Washington southeast into the Dakotas. There. The rest of the northwest and west of the center of the nation is clear and sunny. There is lots of rain from New York along the Atlantic coast into Mississippi. Most of this area has the potential for severe thunderstorms. It's just right there. Florida has some rain in its central part. There. Thursday, snow likely, high 34, low 31. Friday, sunny, high 36, low 17. Saturday, sunny, high 42, low 22. Saturday, sunny, high 46, low 25. Monday, sunny, high 49, low 32. Now for our climate change CO2 report. Carbon dioxide is one of the principal causes of climate change, and it is important that we report the CO2 weekly change. CO2 traps heat in the atmosphere, which causes climate instability, resulting in significant swings worldwide of moisture and hot and cold temperatures. The following are the CO2 numbers for the week of February 27, 2017 in parts per million. 406.91 last week. 2 weeks ago, 405.91. Last year, 404.40. 10 years ago, 384.48. 50 years ago, 322.50. Thank you, Dr. Peter Tanz of National Oceanographic and Atmospheric Administration, and Michael McGee of the CO2 Earth website for this information. Remember, you can help keep our kids' new show on the air by buying a sponsorship. To buy a sponsorship, just call 970-677-4119. Thank you. Now back to our news director. Yes.
That's the end of today's DCTV 4-H news program. This is the news director, Edward, saying good night, and thank you for watching.